Welcome! What's stranger than Doctor Strange, you ask? How about a Doctor Strange with an afro and a porn stash? Today on Dimension M.
You are being teleported to another world. A strange dimension where science fiction and fantasy become a reality. A multiverse where movies, television, and pop culture break the very fabric of space and time. You have entered Dimension M.
Welcome back to another episode of Dimension M. Today we are going to be reviewing the 1978 Doctor Strange. Here is the trailer.
This modern hospital may seem worlds apart from the days of ancient sorcerers. But for psychiatrist Stephen Strange and his beautiful patient, this is where those worlds collide. Nothing Stephen Strange learned in medical school could prepare him for an attack by an evil sorceress from the fourth dimension. A villainess who can only be stopped by an earthly master of the mystic arts.
Come and take him into our domain.
Now it's up to Stephen Strange to take the place of the Earth's last sorcerer.
Have I become the sorcerer?
Come along for a fantastic adventure into the fourth dimension with Doctor Strange.
So,
man.
So how did you guys enjoy your trip into the fourth dimension with Doctor Strange?
Oh, first, I mean, when I first saw the cover like just killed it for me. I'm not doing it for me.
What cover?
The cover gave me the feel like he's like a pimp getting out. And he's taking back the streets.
Yeah, are you talking about like the movie poster?
The movie poster, like
yeah. This made-for-TV movie was done back in 1978. It was aired on CBS, which also aired The Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man at the time. And then I guess Marvel wanted to kind of do like a whole slate of shows. They did this 2-hour movie as a pilot, and you can tell how well that went.
They worked very hard on it.
They didn't make
Very
no
hard.
more of those.
They tried.
They didn't make no more of those.
Very hard.
First of all, the character of Doctor Strange is the worst doctor ever.
Definitely.
Yeah, he spent no time doctoring.
He never went to work. He was always late.
You're late.
Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late.
Doctor?
Later.
Way in the 70s, was there anything as doctor-patient confidentiality #1?
Yeah, there was
Not
none.
there.
Not only doctor-patient confidentiality, but doctor-patient relationships.
Do we go into your office?
No, I've got a better idea. Let's take a walk.
His boss watched him. He was like,
Mrs. King, Mrs. Elizabeth King, please go to reception.
his boss didn't even say anything. He was like,
He was like, I guess that's what happened.
he just turned his head.
His boss is like, as long as you take the shit outside. There's a scene where the nurse says he was late because he was fucking the head nurse, apparently.
Lipstick on your cheek. And I can smell her perfume. It's not very expensive perfume.
That's because I gave it to her.
Yeah, she knew about the other girl, but she didn't care.
Now, Sarah, if I'd been out with you, I wouldn't have been late.
Was that like the leftovers of like rape culture? Is that like where it all started?
I think it's fine for doctors and nurses to fall in love.
Falling in love wasn't the question. It was making love.
Oh.
The funny thing about this film is like Doctor Strange was such a big pimp. Like he was sleeping with the head nurse. He slept with the patient.
Prettiest patient.
And his beautiful patient.
His beautiful patient. And he slept with, or he was about to sleep with the villainess. So it just goes to show you how like
ass is everywhere.
every woman in this movie just fell for him. Every fucking woman in this movie fell for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Morgan Le Fay's line in when the demon master was like, "Why didn't you kill him?" And she's like, "I'm just a woman."
Do not lie to me, woman. Why have you spared him?
I am still a woman. And the man attracted me.
Oh no, yeah, that was just a sign of the
I'm
time.
like,
That
but
was
yeah,
that
like
was a
the
sign of
horny
time.
woman who cannot control her loins, who has one mission to do.
And she can have all kind of powers.
Yeah,
she can see
she's got like the
dimension
power
and
of like
knowledge.
eternal youth. She can
Knowledge
shoot
of all
lasers.
powers
She
and
can
universes.
transpose her body into like animals and people.
She can
But
do like
she cannot
fatalities in the
resist
house.
that Doctor Strange D.
Yeah, that
She
is.
wanted that Doctor Strange D.
It's too
She's-
powerful.
Man, Morgan wanted that booty.
Like, I pay more attention to, like, the sexual attractions between people than the sorcery and the magic and all that.
Yeah.
I was like, Morgan wants that bet.
Yeah, like, this was, like, the first, like, softcore Marvel movie.
Yeah, did she get naked at some point?
Yes.
Did she?
She took, one scarf off. She's like...
And then at some point she looks like she was going down on him.
I thought...
like, she just vanished.
What is happening?
She did like a slow kneel. Like, oh...
She's just like...
They about to get
she
real
vanished
here.
and she was gone. He just looked down and he was like, I don't know what's happening.
She was like, I would make love to him on the smoothest rock.
There was like this overwhelming like sexual overtone of everything. Like Morgan's master was like, oh, the lust I have for you is not finished yet.
If you desire the mortal, then you may have him, but only once my lust is satisfied.
Her boss was like, bitch, I'm not done. She was like, man, make love to someone else. No, I'm not done with you.
It's not enough.
I was like, damn, Pimpin goes even in sorcery shit. Like,
well, it's the 70s. It was like Pimpin was a thing. Yeah, even Morgan kind of gave him that.
Oh, that was nasty.
That pimp change.
Yeah.
She was like,
he was trapped in here, and what was it? Her like rape web.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
And then talking about rapey. So Morgan Le Fay at some point tells Doctor Strange that
don't defy me, Stephen, or I'll take my pleasure from you in another way.
She wanted the
what?
She was like, even if I have to take OD by magic.
Yeah.
Morgan. She was gonna make him rise without his consent.
Yeah. Erection rise.
Erection rise now.
Morgan seemed like a really frustrated old model. Like she was mad at all the old models because they were like young and prettier than her.
Yeah, like she was like, I will remain the prettiest one of them all.
I just like how she looked more like Scarlet Witch than the Scarlet Witch looked like Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
in the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
I never got over like Morgan's magic noise. That.
Dude,
bro, it pierced my brain. It affected me.
That was like a rattle, high pitched.
It was like a Mothra call or something. I don't know what it was.
I almost couldn't listen to it. It was too much.
I'm like, does anyone next to you hear this shit?
Yeah. Like every time she came on screen, we heard that fucking sound and it pierced our ears.
Yeah,
we had to turn down the volume.
Literally.
Because it was...
Literally.
So, for a powerful sorceress, her powers were limited to giving
people...
people...
one person at a time. Like.
This time it's a cat.
Yeah, Mike.
I know.
That's the best thing you can do is make the cat go to his house.
Saying,
this time I'll be invisible in the middle of a hospital.
He almost saw me. I'll turn to the side. I'll be invisible.
Dr. Christopher Nelson to radiology, stat.
She made a kid fall off his bike and shit. They put a yellow jacket on him so you can see him better and shit. She had some problem with African American children. Every time she used her power, she picked the African American kid. Like, she picked 2 Negro children. She was like, I shall not show the white children my powers. I was like, what the fuck? Like, let it go. Like, you were in a whole nother dimension. You still came over and brought racism. She was like, the Negro shall never survive.
It's weird because they were really progressive at the same time because they had a black doctor
that
was there. So I feel like the 70s was a weird time when it came to race.
Yeah.
But also like feminism.
For some reason, white doctors could go a little bit above the knee, but then a black doctor would not touch it.
Yeah.
Like examination.
Back to the rapey culture.
Yeah.
So I love when Doctor Strange got a hold of his beautiful patient.
And his beautiful patient.
And his examinations were like Head caresses.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris is like toe
like toe fondling.
Like, he tested her knee, but he rubbed all the way up the thigh. He's like...
Yeah.
Can you feel this?
Yeah.
And then
like,
he did the toe fondle. He was like...
Yeah.
I was like, dude, he looks like he's fingering her. He was like, I was like, man, what kind of examination is that? If the black doctor would have did that, she would have not had
Right.
that. Oh.
Hi. Name?
Dr. William Collier to radiology. Dr. William Collier.
Oh,
That would have been the end of his
Lawsuit.
career.
Police would have been in the door.
Lawsuit. They would have shot him.
For real.
They would have shot that.
Black
doctor.
Lives Matter for real.
What was up with that, like, astral plane acid trip? He, like, fell through,
Like an hour and a half.
like space and time forever.
Yeah.
He did twist and cartwheels. Like, do you get like sick on that? Like, do you get planes?
Yeah, like
That was terrible.
It wasn't a simple montage. It was literally 10 minutes of him falling through. And then they mentioned the ancient one, but did they show the ancient one?
No, he just screamed when they were going to save him. He was like, no, do not take him to that.
Yeah.
His pulse is weak.
He'll return to us. His work isn't finished yet.
He was like, leave his ass where he's at.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so you gotta have unconscious man. You just put him on the couch when he wakes up.
Yeah, they're like, should we take him to the hospital?
I'm going to call an ambulance.
No!
No! These are not the affairs of mortal men.
I was like, what does this mystical one have with the law? Like aren't you
He's like, fuck that hospital bill too much.
we don't need the popos in this.
No!
But speaking of the villain, the animatronic monster or that demon was scary as fuck.
Yeah, her like Gumby god was just like no.
He was creepy.
He was creepy, but
Nah,
like,
dude, I seen that mouth. It was just like a bottom lip, like.
I hunger for the souls of men.
And they were like, smoke. Shh. There was like 3 guys under him, like. Shh.
Yeah, they're
I was like,
we need more fog.
I know they got him like here, like.
We can see the bottom lip.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And like it was like 6 eyes, but the top 4 only blink. And like the second set would blink every once in a while. I could tell they were having like technical difficulties with it.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It was like it would do one at a time. It was like, and then the 4 eyes would go open at once. I was like,
yeah, the eyes would flicker.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they doing that intentionally? And another difference that they changed from the comic books where it's like Doctor Strange is supposed to be a surgeon, right?
yeah.
And this was he was a psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist, like a psychiatric doctor, yeah.
yeah.
Why?
No car. He walked everywhere.
Yeah.
He even walked in the rain and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think another thing about Doctor Strange is supposed to be like affluent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't like that rich. He was arrogant, but he didn't have the ballerism to him.
He gives up all that rich lifestyle to to
because
learn the
does he
ancient
hurt his
ways.
hands?
Well, yeah, that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
He's supposed to hurt his hands.
Yeah.
And he's not a surgeon anymore.
Yeah.
And then he learns the ancient arts.
What'd you say about the way she sleeps on this?
She did more modeling than sleeping.
Yeah.
Like when she went to sleep, she made sure her gown was elegant. She was like,
yeah.
She straightened it out. Her hair was perfect. Like it was ready for a cover of a magazine, like in Vogue. How to sleep when you're in danger.
No, no.
All right, let's be positive. What are the things you guys liked? Sonnis, go.
I like that they tried to attempt to do it.
Okay. A for effort. Good.
A for effort. A for effort. Effects were kind of weak, but you tried. I'll give you that.
70s effects. Okay. We'll excuse it.
Damn, I'm trying.
Mikey?
I definitely give them praise for trying to do something new in a post-Star Wars era. All that stuff just happened just the year before, and they even tried doing special effects even though they didn't have as much as they could have had. it was a risky choice, but sometimes you never know if it's going to pay off unless you take that risk. So, go Marvel on that one.
Good. So I think we're all giving it A for effort. So the only things I did like, even though it was like really 70s, his costume wasn't bad.
His first costume wasn't bad. Like when Morgan kind of like adorned him with his like goofy costume, he was like, "You will have your Mr. T like chain and like your pseudo costume." It was kind of cool.
I want each chain to be explained. This is the chain of Goldolf. This is the chain of Miranda.
I did like that they had Wong there.
Yeah. Like
Wong.
There was an actual Asian person in this movie, Marvel. An actual Asian person.
Another thing I did like though that was comic accurate was the window in the Sanctum Sanctorum.
The iconography was strong. Like they showed that little window symbol.
Final consensus of the movie, Mikey.
It's bad. You have to try really hard to get through this one, folks.
I didn't feel I wasn't satisfied. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. Didn't like it.
I'm not surprised it didn't get turned into a show. The pacing was horrible.
There were a lot of weird cuts that went to nowhere.
Come on in, Mr. Washington.
Sonnis was falling asleep at some point.
Yeah, I literally fell asleep in the middle of the movie. I was like, I did the drool and everything.
I had to be like, stop!
Yeah.
Weird music choices. Horrible cinematography.
Yeah. Lighting, terrible. Dark ass lighting. Like, you couldn't see nothing. I couldn't see nothing in the background.
No.
I was like, is that scenery?
Like,
or
the
is that
whole
a
color
room?
palette of this movie was brown.
Yeah, it was just dark.
It was the worst color palette. But again, I think it's just a 70s old movie. Like,
yeah.
I think everything just looks older to us now because...
But things like Jaws and stuff were vivid and whatnot. It had to have been the TV budget or something. Possibly. Well,
budget is always the answer. That's the first excuse. Budget. It was the budget.
The benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
Strange is probably it was just way more ahead of the time than what they could do. Doctor Strange, you need like mystical dragons, spiritual beings. What they're doing now and from the previews and the trailer that we saw now, like, okay, you can do stuff, so you can manipulate shit. But like this one, they had like bright colors and loud sound.
But again, it's the 70s where like your special effects are limited to like orange glow hand and orange ray fire.
It was like sparks, smoke.
It looked like Godzilla movies, like when Godzilla.
yeah. So, I guess we kind of all agree on this one. So,
just make it disappear.
What do you guys think of this movie?
Send it to the Phantom Zone.
Away to the Phantom Zone with you.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Dimension M. We're gonna go see the new Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
coming out in theaters. I'm kind of excited about it, actually.
I think it's gonna be better. I'm pretty satisfied.
It looks good. Marvel's been doing like a good job so far.
So before we digress, we shall teleport our ways out of here. Yes, capes, everyone, capes!
We gotta do
capes!
Cape, right.
Dramatic cape.
Dramatic cape.
And until the next episode of Dimension M, we'll see you later.
Another time.
Weird Morgan disappearing act.